Welcome back. Well, we're talking fashion now. We're talking specifically fashion for size 14 and over. So I'd like to welcome Stephanie Rumble to Good Living. Stephanie, how are you going?
Very well, thank you. Good.
Good to have you here. It's lovely to see you. I know you've had a busy weekend. Tell us a little bit about your business, Flair Image.
Okay, so I'm a fashion stylist, so pretty much to sum it up, I'm Trinny and Susanna rolled into one, but in a very nice and kind way.
That's good. We like nice and kind.
So I help women and men to look and feel better, because basically when you look better, you feel better as well.
It's really important, isn't it, to have that kind of thing going on, and it makes a huge difference, and you'll know from people that you've styled as well. They feel so much better when they know they look good and confident.
Absolutely, and I think it's just knowing what suits you, understanding how to dress yourself. It's a commitment to yourself, and I think that's what a lot of women especially, we let it go sometimes when we have children or we have other financial priorities, and we don't make ourselves as much of a priority as we could,
When did you start getting into fashion? Is it something that you've always loved?
Absolutely. I was one of those children that liked dressing their dolls up and styling their hair and doing all those things and drove my mother and my sister crazy. And I went to university and spent 5 years studying clothing and design at Otago, and then headed into this while I was having my children, and pretty much got into it full time once they all went to school.
Tell me about your children. Are they into fashion as well? Do you have any girls?
Oh, I've got 2 girls.
Are they like forever changing their clothes?
How did you know?
It's a girl thing, isn't it?
Especially one of them. She is very much into fashion. Yes, very much. So yeah, I've got 2 boys as well, and they know what works as well. I'm training them.
Good, that's good. We need all the training we can get out there for the men in this world.
We do.
Now today specifically, Stephanie, we're talking about women who are size 14 plus, and that's a big number of us, isn't it?
Look, 53% of our population in New Zealand is a size 14 and over, and in my experience, a lot of the women I'm working with are a size 14 and over, and I really wanted to make sure that there's something to be said for these ladies, because, you know, they need to look good. Everyone wants to look good, so definitely, yes.
Okay, fantastic. Well, we've got some pictures that we're going to talk about as well, and we'll go through what to look for when you're dressing a size 14 and over, and do's and don'ts and things. So talk to us about this one, Stephanie.
Okay, so what we've got here is this lovely lady is colour blocking, so she's wearing the same colour all the way through, and this is a really good thing to think about for anybody. Makes you look taller and slimmer. The darker colour's on the outside of the body, which means that you have that darker, slim, elongating effect as well.
So that works really well. So colour blocking is wearing one of the same colour
all the way through, and then popping a dark colour on the outside. Yes, that's what she's done here.
Fantastic, that's gorgeous. Okay, let's have a look at this next
one.
Oh, wow.
Well, this is a great, this is from the Carpenter's Daughter latest spring-summer range, and I mean the same philosophy here. This is a bit of a dramatic photo anyway, but you can see that this woman has curves, but she looks great in a fitting garment.
She looks fantastic.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that perhaps a lot of women try and hide under their clothes, and having something that fits all the way through really hugs the curves, looks fantastic.
Beautiful. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Oh, this is having some fun. Like, we've got the same theory as the first image. So you've got the colour down the middle and another colour on the outside. So it's keeping that same colour going from the top to the toe, or the pattern, and then bringing in the colour on the outside. I'm quite big on everybody wearing colour. I think it makes you look more vibrant, more alive. So much younger.
Yeah, well, that's important as well, isn't it? So we shouldn't be worried about colour, and in particular prints. I know, you know, sometimes, you know, years ago people say stay away from prints and things, but that looked fantastic.
I think so, and I think it's also having a print in proportion to your body size too. A smaller print for a smaller person, a medium for a medium size, and larger if you are a little larger as well.
That's really good to go by. And stripes, talk to us about stripes.
Oh, well, look, I say put your stripes where you want everyone to look. So this woman is nice and slim through the upper body, so that's where her stripes are. Now, if you have a big bottom, you don't want to have a big load of horizontal stripes around the bottom.
No, you do not.
And the same thing goes with a belt. Don't pop a belt around your waist if you've got a big rolly stomach.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is great. The stripes look fabulous here, but just be careful where they go. That would be my best advice on the stripe front.
And layers there, they have a good effect too, don't they?
Fantastic, and absolutely. In this photo as well, you can see the lady's got nice leggings on underneath and has layered the clothing up. I love this image. I think this woman looks amazing. This is from TS 14 Plus's collection, and they have great clothing for women a size 14 and over. And this garment, very simple dress, Lovely to see women a size 14 and over in a dress, and the leggings if you're a little unsure of the legs being on show.
Which is a really good idea. Leggings are just so versatile, aren't they? They're everywhere, which is really good.
Very good.
So run through just a couple of the basics again for us, Stephanie. Just some of the do's and don'ts.
So basically make sure that your clothes fit you. Avoid something that's too saggy and baggy, even if you're having a fat day. Yeah, we all have those. Something that's too saggy and baggy. Make sure that you pop some colour somewhere. It makes you look younger. It can draw attention to the right areas. A scarf around the neck, if you're wearing dark clothing, watch the horizontal lines.
Right.
So the stripes going across in a place where you don't want someone to look.
And that's worth remembering, isn't it? Because it will draw attention.
Absolutely draws attention, yes. So they're the main facts I would think of for everybody when they're looking at purchasing clothing. Anybody, regardless of their size.
Yeah, that's true too. And for women that are a size 14 and over, where can we kind of go to find out, you know, fashion? I mean, I know it's becoming more readily available, which is great, but where should we be looking?
Well, look, there's three main areas to look. One is mainstream retail. So shops like Jackie E, Stax, Long Island, they go up to a size 18, and Long Island goes up to a size 20-26. So they do have a great selection of retail. Then you have your retailers who specifically cater to a size 14 and above. Okay, so they're the retailers like TS14 Plus, Carpenter's Daughter, Detail. There's a new one in town called City Chic. They've just come to town.
Great.
So they specifically cater to that market. And then you do have the retailers who start at a size 8 and just have some garments that are in that larger size. Like Trelise does make some garments up to a size 18 as well.
Oh, that's fantastic to know, isn't it? So they are out there. It's just a matter of finding them and realising that it's not quite like it used to be. Now they're embracing it more, which is good.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Speaking of embracing, we need to talk about Embrace, don't we?
We
Because
do,
this is a
Megan.
fabulous fashion show which is coming up in a couple of weeks' time. So we're going to talk more about it tomorrow, but just quickly, Stephanie, what's it all about?
Well, we have a fashion show next Thursday, 9th of September, for women a size 14 and above. We have 10 lovely models ranging in size from a 14 through to a 22. I have one of the models sitting right here on the couch. So Megan is going to be in the show next week, which is really exciting.
And very nerve-wracking, believe me.
She's going to be fantastic. So we have retailers, a lot of lovely retail, specifically catering for women in this market. So it would be great for women to come along and have a good look at what's out there. All the latest and greatest spring fashions. Lots of prizes and things as well.
And watch me fall over on the runway. God, I better not
You
touch that.
won't. It'll be fantastic.
Well, thank you, Stephanie. Lovely for you to come in today and to talk to us about clothing for size 14 and over. And Stephanie will be back tomorrow with Kirsten from Sav One. We'll give you all of those details on the Embrace Fashion Show. Thank you very much, Stephanie.